Welcome to the Nikki Clarke Show, where we share inspiring stories, powerful conversations, and transformational journeys that uplift and empower. I'm your host, Dr. Nikki Clarke, and I'm excited about today's guest, Bruce Cameron, a heart-led leadership expert, teacher, coach, speaker, and author of Fragments to Freedom, with more than 30 years of experience spanning education, advertising, manufacturing, and executive leadership. Bruce has dedicated his life to helping people become the best versions of themselves. Through his work, Bruce inspires audiences to lead with empathy, accountability, purpose, and authentic human connection. His philosophy of heart-led leadership is transforming the way individuals communicate, lead, and build trust, both personally and professionally. Bruce, welcome to the show.
Nikki, thank you so much. What a wonderful introduction. I think we can stop right there. That was wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, and well deserved. I mean, I just did a little snippet of all the work that you've done, but let's talk about your journey. Can you tell us a little bit about what inspired your passion for helping others grow?
Probably a starting point was as a teacher. I began as um, a teacher of what kids were then called emotionally disturbed teenagers. And I worked in a 24-hour residential treatment center first, and then as an off-site classroom teacher. What inspired me about those kids, I was actually surprised. We developed these labels. They were curious, they were emotional, they were engaged. And when you engaged them and got beyond their fear of how they had been portrayed, they wanted to learn, they wanted to participate, and they wanted to do better. And that
Mhm.
became a really eye-opening experience for me. And I think that colored the rest of my career up until now.
Excellent. So your career spans education, as you just spoke to, advertising, and executive leadership. Now, how did these experiences shape your perspective on leadership and human connection?
Well, regardless of the industry that you're in, and I would take that from family all the way to, CEO of a large business. We're made up of people. And so taking that
Hmm.
experience from the classroom and noticing that everything is made up of people and we're emotional beings. We don't leave ourselves at the door. We bring our full selves into work. Anything else is just a fantasy. Uh, and so regardless of what the
Hmm.
position is or what you're trying to achieve, we have to engage the whole person. And that's where heart-led leadership came from, actually, is the understanding that if I can help you to trust me and to do that takes that journey of the 18 inches from the head to the heart. If I can help you to trust me by connecting with me, then we can communicate. And then we can move into the rational part of what I'm actually asking you to do to become a better version of yourself by doing the expectations within the business, within the family, within the organization that we're all here to achieve. And for business leaders, that means, ultimately I need a bottom line.
Hmm. Hmm. So, in today's fast-paced world, why do you believe empathy and accountability are more important than ever in leadership?
Empathy is the driving force of our connection. Um, we are all on our own journey, Nikki, through this life that we've got, right? But but at the same time, we're all experiencing the same thing. We've all experienced
Mhm.
loss. We've all experienced joy. We've all experienced love in our own way and in our own journey. And when we can connect that to another human being, then we're able to help each other to understand each other. And when we can
Yeah.
understand each other, then we can exhibit care and compassion and safety, which leads to trust and communication. And when we have trust and communication, then we can actually move the needle on whatever it is that we're trying to get accomplished. And that's why I think empathy is the watchword of everything. If you can exhibit that you can empathize with me, that you can understand what I'm going through, not sympathize, that's different. Sympathize is
Mhm.
you're feeling sorry for me in what I'm going.
Yes.
Empathy is understanding because in some capacity in your life, you've gone through the same thing. And
Mm.
understanding what we're going through allows us to connect. And it's that connection that we're looking to achieve. Because with connection, then we can talk. Then we can share information, and then we can move forward, become the best version of ourselves.
I love it. Thank you.
Mm.
Your book, Fragments to Freedom, has such a powerful title. What inspired you to write it?
Fragments to Freedom. Yeah, it was published last month. I'm really jazzed about it, actually. In writing it, it opened up a lot of things in myself. You know, Nikki, I'm not sure. Um, I feel like it was almost divinely inspired, to be honest with you.
Mhm.
My truth is that I'm divorced twice, and I have a fantastic relationship with my son and daughter. So I am blessed, as well as having, gone through the trauma and the disappointment of
Yeah.
two failed relationships. So I wanted to write something that would help people stop and to think about the question, if you had a second chance, a blank slate to start over, would you take
Mhm.
it? And so it follows the journey of this gentleman who, that's what happens to him. He becomes a blank slate. He doesn't know his past, who he is or where he comes from. And during his journey, he's faced with choices that he makes. And it leads to 8 reflection questions at the back of the book that encourages the readers, whether they be individuals. It's really written, I think, for leadership teams, for book clubs, for church groups to stop, slow down, and ask themselves some reflection questions about the journey that they've been on, where they've been, where
Mhm.
they're going to, and if they had a second chance, would they take it?
Would they take it? I love that. So that leads me to this question. What role does mindset play in personal transformation and leadership success?
Mindset is everything.
Mm.
It's everything. I'm not sure that I like the word mindset anymore, but it does get to the crux of it that it's with mindset we get power because
Mhm.
that's where positivity, that's where optimism, that's where the ability to see the world the way that, in a way of possibility. If a leader, again, whether it's family or an organization, depending on how you see your world, makes all the difference in the world in how you're going to show up for other people and for
Right.
yourself. It's that
Yeah.
positive mindset that allows you to see it's not panacea, it's not unicorn and confetti. It's knowing that there are hard times and there are
Mhm.
difficult situations that you go through. But if with a positive mindset, it enables you to see another way. It enables you to
Mhm.
see the other side of the coin. Yes, okay, this bad thing happened, But what were the good things that came out of that? How did I grow? How did I learn to interact with people in a better, in a more positive fashion? Mindset is everything because this life is difficult. It's it throws challenges at us. I actually think we're here to grow, and we only
Mhm.
grow through difficult circumstances.
Sure.
So, right, it's that weightlifting thing. We are continually challenged to grow. And only with a positive mindset can we have the opportunity to overcome those and look at them again, not in a false way, but in a positive opportunity to see a different outcome. So a mindset is, in my view, everything.
Yeah. I have this mindset that failure is just another learning tool, right? So how are you
And
going
that's
to
exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's this,
Mhm.
yeah, it isn't failure really, is it? It's
Mhm.
this learning
Learning?
experience. Yeah.
Mhm.
What did I learn from this? How would I do it differently? What did I do right? What can I change next time? Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's
Fantastic. And what practical tools can people apply immediately to improve communication and trust in their relationships or workplace?
um I would say it's operant conditioning. And it goes back to our buddy B.F. Skinner. And he was the guy that gets the credit for teaching rats how to hit a bar and receive a pellet of food. And the
Mm-hmm.
reason I say operant conditioning is, let me give you an example. If you're trying to take a leader and make them more of a heart-led leader, and let's say that they're
Mm-hmm.
not a natural smiler, and let's say that they're in a situation in which their team is leaving, their customers and their sales are down because they're projecting a mindset of negativity. They're
Mm-hmm.
they're they're actually repelling people
Yeah.
because we're energy beings. So a practical tool is operant conditioning. So let me give you how that might work. And I've actually used this and it does work. So what you want to do is give them a behavior that they want to change, and you want to change it quick. You don't want to overwhelm them. So you say, okay, leader, I want you to smile more. Because all of us know that if we smile more, that is a window, right? It smiles say, come toward me, not go away. You can trust me.
Right.
That's why we smile. So then you just give them a clicker. So and you give them this one operant conditioning opportunity. I want you to smile more, and I want you to measure it, and then I want you to graph it. And what you will see is that that leader will smile more. Now they're going to have good days and they're going to have bad days, but as they graph their measurements on the number of times they smile, what they get is they train themselves to smile more. They also get positive reinforcement, again, the food pellet
Mm-hmm.
coming back to them because their team will smile more. Because when you smile, I smile. When I
Right.
smile at you, you smile back. So your customers are going to come closer. So they are getting a positive reinforcement, and they're going to be able to measure it because they're going to see over time, over those weekly graphs, over those daily number of clicks, that they are actually succeeding. And so I would say that that is a perfect opportunity to, if you want to change behavior, operant conditioning is the way to do that.
Excellent. Excellent. And then we have our final round of questions. In your opinion, what separates a manager from a truly impactful leader?
Oh, words matter, don't they, Nikki? A manager can be an impactful leader. But the way we have set up managers, and just by the question itself, right? We're assuming that a manager is an implementer. Do
Yes.
this, do this, do this, do this, do this. I'm your checklist of things that I expect you to accomplish throughout the day, the week, the tenure that you're here. Versus a leader we put on a pedestal that they have this vision, this that they are the grand poobah of where we actually want to go. I would actually suggest that we get rid of the word manager and we apply something else. Coach is a better
Mhm.
word to use, and it allows that manager to come out of that checklist mindset and move into a more coaching. I'm trying to help you get better at what you do rather than tell you what it is that I expect you to do. And
Yes,
then it allows that coach to become a leader. So not only am I going to tell you what manager says is tell me when I'm doing something wrong.
right.
What coach says is, okay, this happened. Let's do this next time. Do you see why? And then
Right.
it leads, and now you've immediately elevated that manager into a leadership role. And that's where
Mm,
we get to.
that's the difference. Thank you so much for that. All right. And our last question is if you could leave our audience with one message today, what would it be?
Ooh, be kind. Be kind.
Be
Not
kind.
only to yourself because of all the things that you're going through on a daily, moment by moment basis, but be kind to the people that you interact with. And that doesn't have to be a grandiose gesture. It can be as simple as that smile that we talked about earlier. It can be saying hello to your team. It can be saying hello to the kids before they go to school and wishing them well on their day. It can be taking the shopping cart for somebody up to the shopping cart return. It can be easy gestures, but kindness is never wasted. And we're all
Yes,
looking for someone to believe in us, and kindness in some way helps us to do that. It shows that we are all in this together, and that gives us courage. So be
it
kind.
sure does. Yes, the courage to be kind. I love it. Thank you so much, Bruce Cameron. I so appreciate your time today. I've learned so much from your pearls of wisdom. And how can people, one, purchase the book Fragments to Freedom and also connect with you on social media?
Well, thank you. Nikki, Fragments to Freedom, I'm thrilled to say is available on Amazon globally and in Barnes and Noble. So just look up Fragments to Freedom and it's W. Bruce Cameron. Um, the the best way to get in touch with me is by email, Bruce at wbrucecameronconsulting.com, or go see my website and take a look at some of the videos and some of the things that I'm offering you there. And that is wbrucecameronconsulting.com. So thank you, Nikki, for allowing me to share with you. I appreciate it.
Oh, it's been outstanding today. Thank you so much. All right. Well, we want to thank all the viewers for tuning in today to just witness some incredible knowledge through W. Bruce Cameron's interview. And please reach out to him on social media and buy the book, Fragments to Freedom. Your life will be ever transformed. You've been watching The Nikki Clarke Show. Remember, be informed, be transformed, and we'll see you next time. God bless. Bye for now.